Hi Pisces. Okay, so for the first two cards I choose as awareness. Things to be aware of for the week. So we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a pretty powerful king. He sits on this throne holding onto the wand, and there's a sense here that he's a man of action. This is a can-do energy, that he is looking for opportunities, looking for events, businesses to run, to sell, perhaps to invest, but he's someone of action. The wands reflect the fire energy and the folks who really have ambition and drive to make things happen, to get involved, to do things. So when I see the King of Wands, it suggests that there's perhaps some social component for the week, that you're going to be out networking or having meetings, or at least thinking and meeting with someone who could advise you about following a passion of yours, perhaps within your career, or improving your promotional lane, or trying to get the job within the company that you've been hoping for. The King of Wands, he has charisma and he's very capable. And probably instead of a long-winded pitch, it would be something more along of getting them really charged up, short, sweet, maybe an interesting video to watch. But there's a sense here of getting involved and making things happen for you, really exercising your own personal power. So along the week, we also have this Seven of Swords, and we see the man here skipping away from the base camp. He's holding on to 5 of the swords. He's leaving 2 behind, because that's all probably that he could carry. So this is a indication or an awareness for you to be mindful of what people tell you. They may be full of it. They may be not telling you the truth. They may be deceptive. They may be trying to pull the wool over your eyes. And if you are smart about your discussions, and if you listen carefully, and if you weed through their BS, then maybe you can stay on top of that. But sometimes this is really about just what you see is that someone's trying to make off with something and looking behind him as if to say, yeah, I think I'm getting away with this. So whether this is in a relationship for you, where there's sneaky behavior, shadiness, or in the office, it's just something that you need to be attuned to, is the behavior of others. The behavior of others. And, it could be maybe the King of Wands is telling you something that maybe isn't quite, he's maybe trying to make something seem so exciting for you to join, and maybe he's misrepresenting it perhaps. But, the King of Wands is a powerful energy of making things happen. And here you have more of this case here of someone mucking things up by not being forthcoming or not being very truthful. In terms of guidance, let's choose 2 cards. So interesting, we have the Knight of Wands. And again, this fiery wand energy, which is like, get going. Get on your horse, charge right in, jump right in. What are you waiting for? Why are you taking your time? Why are you thinking about it? There's an adventure to be had. There's fun to be, fun to have as well. So go forth and do so. So this is it's a week for you to think about things that you want to accomplish, things that you want to do, maybe meetings that you want to schedule. Meetings that are going to allow you to discuss or to move further your passions, your enthusiasms, the things that make you want to get up in the morning and do. So this Knight of Wands is full of energy. Again, charisma, charm, desire to have fun and to create. Then we have the Hanged Man, always an interesting card. And the Hanged Man is here. He's suspended from this branch and he looks very comfortable. He looks very accepting of where he is right now. He's not fighting it. He has the halo around his head. So there's a couple things to think about as guidance for the week with the Hanged Man. Number one is you may be comfortable with how you're looking at situations within your life. People may not agree with you. You may have your own perspective. You may have your own viewpoint, which goes against the current of your friends or your family or your partner or your husband or wife. And this is how you're thinking, because when we flip upside down, we see things differently. So this is your ability to see things differently and to deal with people who may not agree with how you are seeing things right now. There's also a sense perhaps of sacrifice, that you're okay with the sacrifice that you're putting in, that you are, listen, you're suspended, you're holding on. You may be giving up something in order to get the reward later. But this is about perspective. When we see things through a new lens, through a different perspective, it can move us in a new direction. It may cause us to feel action and to take action. And your perception of someone else, maybe this is what related to someone who's trying to pull one over on you, is you're looking at them with a new way of looking at them, a new sight. Now I'm going to choose 2 cards for possible outcome. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups. And this 9 of Cups is about this man sitting here looking very comfortable. Some may say he looks smug. He's sitting beneath 9 full cups. And this represents, having the comforts and perhaps the things that you desire, that you've worked hard for them and they bring you pleasure. And it maybe makes you giggle that you have what you were hoping for. And so whether this is material comforts or items or spiritual, there's a sense of accomplishment from your own perspective of what you have, and it pleases you. So have fun with that thought of enjoying what you have, because working hard without enjoying the fruits of your labor is really lifeless in a sense. So it goes without saying the 9 of Cups is a wish card. So this week, make a wish for something that you're hoping for. That would be, I don't know if you heard that, that was the mail being delivered. Make a wish with the 9 of Cups. It will come true. And finally, we have this 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles, sorry, it's the 8 of Pentacles. It's the 8 of Pentacles. He is laboring away. He's doing the detail work. He's not distracted by the town in the distance. He's proud of what he's doing. So if you are working on a project, you've been working hard. It may be tedious. It may be fine work and working with your hands perhaps, but you are doing a great job. This can indicate an apprentice or someone who's learning. So maybe there's some education or some courses you're taking, but it also is a sense of really enjoying what you do and finding pleasure in the construction and the detail of these pentacles, of pulling things together, of making it happen. If he didn't enjoy what he was creating or producing, he certainly wouldn't display them. They're displayed with pride. So it's a matter of taking pride in what you do this week. So let's choose an oracle card for the weekly focus or practice area, and we'll get a little more information. It says open communication, Mercury. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. Wonderful advice. And to be heard, to speak your mind, perhaps comes as a result of the Hanged Man and really thinking about your perspective, sharing your perspective. May not go over the best, but it's true to what you believe. And you may need to get a weight off your chest with respect to the Seven of Swords. Now I'm going to choose a card for spiritual self, emotional self, and spirit. Trust. While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. And it's really asking you to trust yourself, to trust your inner guide, to trust all of the decisions and the actions that you've taken to date. And more than likely you've made some pretty good decisions, and so there's no reason why you shouldn't trust yourself. And when you are able to trust yourself, it's going to allow you to take the leaps of faith because you believe so wholeheartedly. And finally, I'm going to choose a card for love. This is the Whispers of Love Oracle. Ooh, be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. A beautiful card of, of living each day, but again, having the big picture in mind and visualizing what you want to happen in your life. If you are single and hoping for love, visualizing what that person looks like, how they speak, what they like to do. Your visualization of what you would do together. It's really powerful stuff when we are able to think for a moment and visualize, but at the same time, enjoy the day, enjoy the moment. So Pisces, I hope that you found something helpful here today